Did you know there are 7 common foods that could actually kill you? Some of these might be in your kitchen right now, but here's the thing. Most people have no idea how dangerous they are. Today, we're going to look at what these foods are, how much is safe to consume, if any, and how to protect yourself and your family. Welcome to Timeless Health, where we blend ancient wisdom and modern science to help you live a long, healthy life. If you're passionate about staying healthy and learning how to make better health choices, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Now let's discuss these 7 foods that can kill you. The strange thing is that some of these foods are considered healthy, and yet they could be deadly if you're not careful. Let's go through each one. First, there are green potatoes. Green potatoes might look harmless, but they contain a nerve toxin called solanine. This toxin is a natural pesticide that protects the potato, but it can harm you. Eating just a small amount of solanine can cause nausea, vomiting, or even paralysis. In extreme cases, it can be fatal. If you see green on a potato, it's important to cut off the green parts before cooking. If the potato is mostly green or tastes bitter, it's best to throw it out entirely. Cooking doesn't destroy solanine, so don't rely on heat to make it safe. To prevent potatoes from turning green, store them in a cool, dark place. If you're on a low-carb or keto diet, you're probably already avoiding potatoes, so you're safe. Next is nutmeg. Nutmeg isn't just a spice, it's a potential poison. Although popular in holiday drinks and desserts, nutmeg contains a compound called myristicin. This compound can cause hallucinations, seizures, or even death if consumed in large amounts. In fact, eating one whole nutmeg nut can trigger what's called nutmeg psychosis. The good news is that small amounts of nutmeg, like a pinch or 2 in recipes, are generally safe. However, you should avoid consuming more than 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg at a time. Nutmeg is great for flavoring dishes, but always use it sparingly. If you're looking for a safer spice to add warmth to your recipes, consider using cinnamon or allspice instead. Are you enjoying this video so far? If you're finding this information helpful, give this video a like and subscribe to Timeless Health to help us create more content like this. Now we'll look at 2 different nuts. Raw bitter almonds contain cyanide, a deadly toxin. While you'd need to eat a lot to be in serious danger, even small amounts can cause symptoms like nausea or respiratory issues. The good news is that the almonds you typically find in stores are sweet almonds, not bitter almonds. Sweet almonds are safe to eat. Bitter almonds, on the other hand, are a different variety and are not usually sold for consumption. If you happen to come across almonds growing on a tree, don't eat them unless you're sure they're sweet almonds. Bitter almonds are smaller, more pointed, and have a strong, bitter taste. Even a small handful of bitter almonds can be toxic. The other nuts to be careful about are cashews. Cashews, as they grow in nature, are surrounded by a toxic shell that contains urushiol, a compound also found in poison ivy. Urushiol can cause severe skin irritation and is toxic if ingested. However, the cashews sold as raw in stores are not truly raw. They have already been processed to remove the toxic shell and any residual urushiol. This means that even raw cashews in stores are safe to eat. Roasting cashews, on the other hand, is an additional step that enhances the flavor and texture of cashews. It also ensures that any trace amounts of toxins, including urushiol, are completely destroyed. While the risk of toxicity from store-bought raw cashews is minimal, roasting provides an extra layer of safety. Another risky food are red kidney beans. Specifically, undercooked red kidney beans contain a toxin called PHA, a type of lectin or protein that can cause severe stomach pain, vomiting, and diarrhea if consumed in high amounts. The scary part is that slow-cooking kidney beans can actually increase their toxicity by up to 5 times. To make kidney beans safe to eat, always soak raw beans for at least 5 hours before cooking. Then boil them for at least 30 minutes to neutralize the toxin. Avoid slow-cooking kidney beans unless they've been pre-boiled. If you're on a low-carb or keto diet, you're probably avoiding beans anyway. But for everyone else, properly cooked kidney beans are a great source of fiber and plant-based protein. Just be sure to prepare them safely. Another dangerous food is brown rice. Brown rice might seem like a healthy choice, but it often contains arsenic from contaminated soil. Long-term exposure to arsenic can lead to heart disease, cancer, and other serious health issues. To reduce your risk, limit brown rice to 2 or 3 servings per week. Rinse your brown rice thoroughly before cooking to help reduce arsenic levels. If you're concerned about arsenic, consider switching to white rice, which has lower levels of the toxin. Alternatively, try other grains like quinoa, millet, or cauliflower rice. These options are healthier and arsenic-free, making them a great addition to your diet. Undercooked ground beef can also be another danger lurking in your kitchen. Low-quality undercooked ground beef can harbor dangerous bacteria like E. coli, which can cause kidney failure or even death. The bacteria often comes from cross-contamination during processing. To stay safe, always cook ground beef to an internal temperature of 160 degrees Fahrenheit or 70 degrees Celsius. If you prefer rare beef, make sure to choose high-quality grass-fed sources to reduce the risk of contamination. Investing in a meat thermometer is a great way to ensure your beef is cooked safely. And don't forget to wash your hands and surfaces thoroughly after handling raw meat to avoid cross-contamination. Finally, you need to be careful about pits. Specifically, cherry pits contain hydrogen cyanide, a deadly toxin. Accidentally swallowing 1 or 2 pits probably won't harm you, but consuming several, especially from Morello cherries, could be fatal. To stay safe, avoid chewing or crushing cherry pits as this releases the cyanide. Stick to eating the fruit and discard the pits. This isn't just about cherries. Other so-called stone fruits, or fruits with a hard pit or stone in the center, have similar risks with their pits. These include peaches, plums, apricots, nectarines, mangoes, and lychees. Eat the fruit while avoiding the pits altogether. Now that you know the 7 foods to avoid to stay healthy, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Health for more tips on how to live a long, vibrant life. And now that you know foods to avoid, it's time to focus on the foods that can boost your health. Click here to watch another video on healthy foods you should be eating every day. Stay healthy. It's the ultimate wealth.